Greetings, royal guardians of the final prophecy, rising up, warriors of the light, no turning back now, you got this. On this final day of the Lyran Stargate, the Lionsgate portal fully open, fire is fully activated of the divine goddess, the Lemurian, and the Atlantean of the divine masculine, ascending through the sacred bridge connecting heaven and earth. Many activations today through the three sacred centers, the three dantians, especially in the crown, the third eye, and the spirit eye, the sky eye. And of course, there is a trinity within the trinity, and a trinity within that. This is part of the code of our divine Father of the Light, Nikola Tesla of the 3, 6, and 9. Mean many things, but also we see the Trinity within the Trinity within the Trinity. The threefold flame within the threefold water, within the threefold secret space of the great mystery. My throat chakra is fully opening now. So many codes are going to come through today, many activations. So hang in there with me, angels of the light. We had a massive whiteout, higher dimensional gamma waves showing up on the Schumann charts today with a 64 hertz blast. 64, obviously the code of the matrix, the 64 codons, as we blast through the veils, the barriers, to activate the code of the 144. Here now in this sacred vessel, where I always am, and in Gaia time, 555 hertz. Flowing through our sacred vessel. Aho! Many powerful earthquakes today, the most powerful and one of our most sacred portals in Tanzania 6.0. So much love to our bro stars and sisters in the great land of Africa. And of course, 1713 UTC, the 6.0, just off the coast of Tanzania, in the South Indian Ocean. Epicenter 7.328 and 39.807 longitude. So we have the 17, the 71, the 711, 117, 37, and 73 encoded in this most powerful activation today. And that's connected also to the solar plexus. So you may have felt this in the middle dantian. We had a powerful 4.8 foothills of the sacred Himalayan mountains. And then in the Kunlun mountain, 4.2, 39 latitude, 73 longitude, 73 heaven on earth. We had a 4.4 in the sacred mountains of Tian Shan celestial mountain in Kyrgyzstan by the Sikh Kol lake. Sacred lake. Tian Shan is like the middle dantian. It's upper dantian. We see this great yin-yang circle, the most sacred mountains of the Mongolia, the Altai is the crown, the Himalayan, the root. Then we have the Kunlun. It's like a sine wave we call the one law. It's the rise and fall, the pulse of the universe. Pulse of our heart. We had a 4.8 South Island of New Zealand, 44 latitude, 167 longitude. In India today, a 4.8. Then in the crown of Lemuria in Alaska, 3.1. Big Lake, Alaska, 3.3. Then also in the sacred Kunlun mountain, we had a 4.5. At 33 UTC, 39.335 latitude, 95.193 longitude. Then the sacred lands of Japan, our Japanese brothers and sisters, a 4.6 at 23:31 UTC. So 33 coming a lot, and 41 latitude, 142 longitude, 14 and the 41. Connected to the 5-5. Many codes coming through today. As the grid is totally lit up, just like we, light workers of the new earth, the new dawn, the new Eden, we are totally lit up. This ascension is the great rising, the great arising of the sacred spiral, the sacred vortex, the toroidal field, breaking through all barriers and all timelines, all dimensions, all realms, to free consciousness and humanity from the prison of the sine wave, living in sin, being a prisoner of time or being trapped in time. We are freeing ourselves as we travel into non-linear time, non-physical, celestial time, where time equals art, creativity, love, joy, and bliss. We'll start today's first transmission from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Ra, James. Today is the last day of the Lionsgate portal as Sirius gets ready to reposition. The Lionsgate portal opened on July 26 as Sirius began to rise in the sky. This creates a powerful alignment with the pyramids of Giza and our ley line grids. The Lionsgate portal has been in the process of closing since 8/8 and will close fully today. We have received a ton of light codes and a ton of DNA activations. This is really high frequency energy that may take a minute to integrate. The rest of you need it. Many have been feeling the effects within the heart chakra. Many are clearing up some deep wounds, many from past lives. The Perseids meteor shower also peaks today. Earth is still passing through the path of Comet Swift-Tuttle. We can expect 100 meteors per hour. This is a good time to recharge. The energy tonight is really much like the energies of a winter solstice. It's powerful for healing and magic. The stars are very much aligned for you today. They are very much adding to the power of today's energy. Powerful frequencies are coming in right now, so it's a good time to make some big shifts in your life. We're seeing some huge cosmic events along with this ascension. These cosmic events are also bringing with them a lot of information. Any starseeds should be receiving a ton of downloads right now. The energy of the Lionsgate portal can really blur the lines between different dimensions. It's a lot easier to cross over into another dimension or to even astral travel right now. Pay attention to any dreams you may be remembering. Many messages are coming through right now. Since we are electromagnetic, when a solar flare or geomagnetic storm occurs, it's affecting our consciousness. Today's solar codes are also amazing for charging or working with your crystals. Tune into the sun when you have time. Meditation or some Reiki will really help you in integrating all of these energies. It's an amazing time for some self-care. From sparksofdivinelightehealing.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss. Lionsgate closes, more energies incoming. Today the Lionsgate closes, although the light codes continue to pour in. What the Syrians had said to me prior to the Lionsgate gathering was the energies will continue to stream from the great central sun, which is in direct alignment with Sirius, in and through the 13th and more to follow. When entire new realities are birthed, it is a massive undertaking requiring coordination from above and on the ground, not subject to specific dates, though greatly heightened then. During this Lionsgate, more energy and light codes were released than any I had experienced during any portal opening to date. Much of the codes that came in were DNA activators and definitely heart chakra activators, which is going to take a bit of time to adjust to, as it will induce us to begin functioning in entirely new ways. Archangel Metatron said during the Lionsgate that not only would many of the incoming codes awaken our dormant DNA, though there would be some rewrites as well. Each, he said, to consciously reconnect us with our sacred soul, monad ray, which is laid dormant in most, that when activated, the awakened shall remember their unquestionable unity with God and one another. All of the above being something we shall need to find our joyful alignment with, and then expression of. Our activating these new light codes are the foundation of our forever going forward and spiraling upward divine soul-led lives, quite different than our human-led lives, wherein for many new experiences they may seem to come from out of the blue, Though they are not coming from there, they are, however, coming from our soul self taking over. So here we go, beloveds, into the true, new human, new earth realities. When we get through the Lionsgate, there is no going back to our yesterdays. May we go with grace and with love and together. One heart, one humanity, one love. Maureen. And today from Divine Sister, the Light Celia Fenn. The Lionsgate is still roaring down energy. Wow, so powerful, and all of us who are awake and aware are setting intentions as we choose to experience and create at a higher level of consciousness. As we initiate this new time spiral, we are rising, ascending, evolving, determined not to just go around in another circle of the same old, but to rise up and experience something new and wonderful that is being birthed. The energy will still be high enough, although we are now moving into the final days of the portal, and Regulus, the star known as Alpha Leonis, or the heart of the lion, is now in the early degrees of Virgo. So we will feel this power into September and into the equinox. As I mentioned in the previous post, this is a time of purification and mastery. Everything that is not in alignment with your new energy time spiral will fall away. It will burn off in the violet flame. You will dance your life with absolute mastery, because this is what you have chosen in the dance of Ascension. And today, from our Divine Sister, the Light Lisa Marie, write, "It is done. We have cleared all lifetimes this lifetime and fully anchored in the new golden age of abundance of all forms. Huge accomplishment, all which is played out in dense energy being eternally purged from the hearts of humanity and the planet. As it all plays out and we fully clear trauma and stories of the past experience, of good and evil still held in the vessel, and return to heart-centered being, our original divine blueprint, we are crystallining our DNA and manifesting what we have already created energetically onto the physical plane. The old is fully crumbling. Let it crumble. It all needs to be played out to be fully released, focusing on your own transformation and that which you wish to create for you and all. Huge shifts, all not aligned with pure unconditional love and service to the highest good, of all surfacing, presenting for release. See the mirror, opportunity for growth in all. Much clearing of control, abandonment, distrust, fear, lack, struggle, suffering, separation, codependency, boxes, labels, limits, allowing it all to come up and out, allowing love to flow through you, and letting the true you glow, will lead to much expansion, peace, joy, abundance, and huge shifts in you, tangible reality. Releasing the need to be all-knowing, understand it all, and trusting the process, and what flows through you will allow all to flow with greater grace and ease. It's all becoming crystal clear. Much is being revealed, deeper clarity, trust, you, your heart, and intuition, what flows through you, flow and glow. Much confusion and distortion presenting. Not all are who they claim to be. Not all have chosen the new. Trusting you and validating all within, regardless of source, is key. Let it all go. Let it be done. Allow yourself a clean slate. Bring forward only the wisdom of your heart. Keep glowing. We are golden. We are stardust. We are soul stars. We are the chosen. We are the star blossoms blooming fully into the light, into the heavens. That's right. And from Cryon today, there is no judgment with creative source. The creative source who created you out of love placed a piece of itself into you called a soul, and loves this soul as itself. Aho. From Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru. Just imagine a time on earth where people everywhere honored, respected, upheld, and called upon the feminine aspect of nature. The goddess was a key component of sacred divine connection in nearly every ancient culture on earth. We used to openly speak with her in our temples and homes, ask her for assistance, and align with the wisdom, strength, and all-knowing leadership of the cosmic feminine. Each day I connect with the goddess. I ask her to become me and work through me. I invoke the goddess within, and so can you. From ElizabethPeru.com. And today, from the archangelic calendar, Gaia is in a fire spirit dominant setting, and it is indicative of the mood. Fire is transmuting as spirit guides the direction of the flames. Divinity is exceptionally pleased with the efforts in regards to helping the helpless. Thus a significant momentum is coming the way of the pure hearts. In many ways, the archangelic calendar exists because of the need to take over the control the linear calendar had on humanity. Substantially, the Save the Children movement is doing the same, and the same source will guide them. The legions signify that this is the time to inject some mojo into this movement, and we will do our best in today's assignments. Engineering, we are upgrading like never before. Our bodies are in perfect unison with the earth as they are making a swift move upward. This advancement will cause sudden heat waves for the body, but fear not, they are signs of an evolving human body. Suppressed trauma will be coming up in extreme ways as a consequence of these energies. The painful events of our past cannot come with us to tomorrow. The appropriate actions to heal them will happen, so look within. The boomerang earthquake under the Atlantic and the Pacific's volcanic activity is a normal consequence of the two giant continents rising. Atlantis and Lemuria are levitating fast, just as North Carolina and the people of the San Andreas. We see more quantum grid anomalies as we see more quantum positions intertwined. For example, every single one of us is the POTUS in an alternative reality, and everyone on alternative timelines which is doing that job is affecting the one in the position elsewhere. If you can control your superpositions, you can have dynamic effects on our current reality. Many have noticed the teeth of the shapeshifters going back to the original form. This design flaw also indicates that the sustaining organs are not functioning correctly either. There are great beings and not so great beings in this grouping, but what remains consistent is that they will not be able to inhabit the earth without being forthcoming about themselves and asking for assistance. The energy just doesn't disappear even in the case of a never was. The being returns to a reset point at source, where the being will reset to factory settings. 5D news. This timeline does not have any political assassinations. Plenty of clone assassinations, but no sentient political life. Don't look at someone as color. They are so much more than that. Choose not to look at people as any other title than expressions of infinitely expanding creator source. Then you will aid in embodying of that notion. We have assigned Archangel Briathos to protect Falun Dafa. The halls of this sacred practice need constant cleaning. He is omnipotent and has unlimited resources. For those new to saving the children, infinitely expanding creator source, God, divinity, source, etc., and our legions have been on this for a long time. To all who are new to this fight, we welcome you to our armies. You have the power of all that is behind you. Humanity has passed the test. Humanity, congratulations on your righteousness. The angels will display personal acts of protection, and you will feel a bracelet on your left arm. It is individual to you and is a promise always to protect you. If you are ever cognizant of this bracelet, the promise will hold for eternity. Humanity is welcome to wake up and not be afraid of the day anymore. We are to assume nothing but the fact that we are very safe. Things cannot change and stay the same at the same time, so motions must happen. Again, you're safe within divinity. Star news. The use of nuclear weapons has attracted many new star races to our vicinity. The use of atomic weaponry is strictly prohibited. The second it is launched, the galactic community points proverbial guns at the administrating parties ahead. Our chakras have evolved to a dual spin method. The following crop circle depicts precisely that. The location of this crop circle is exactly 51.7612 degrees north and 1.2465 degrees west. And if we add the sum and check the gematria, we get incredible results. There is so much information coming in from the crop circles that we would need a considerable effort to monitor it. Any volunteers? And this crop circle was the image from 2 days ago with the central sun and the 3 spirals around it. It's in the link in the description below. Now, 3D news. Drinking the blood of a fictitious enemy is pointless at best. Some of the things that organized darkness does defies metaphysics and logic altogether. To combine that with millennia of using this practice, you have one very confused section of theology. Archangel Zophiel's intelligence states that there are 23 million gone in China and numbers are climbing. You can quickly check this stat by cell phone data as their phones are no longer in any use any longer. Food for thought. Osiris became a dragon and reborn as Horus simultaneously. The evolution process has no boundaries. I encountered an ancient archangel that eventually becomes an Elohim. It had many words of encouragement, but the undertone of the sentiment was humbling. It was trying to tell us how holy we are. If you can imagine the most sacred, auspicious thing that you have ever encountered and multiply it times 1 billion, that will be what other people will feel when they meet us. Our council, we have an option for us to ponder a conceptual society that would have an opportunity to provide service for your planet based upon your skill set. Crudely put, someone would work with the body up until a certain age and then have the option to work in a field related to the mind at a certain age, and then there will be a point where spiritual service would take precedence. Again, all of this is voluntary, but the availability to make such changes would be at the individual's fingertips. It seems that in our shoes, some star races would implement a system of learning and growth based upon the skill set and abilities inherent to the body at that time. The tools for today's assignments are in the link in the description below. The assignments today are: when you turn on a light switch, darkness runs. That is quite literally what we are doing. There is a mass burning of evidence taking place across the globe. Send orange flame to the lower timelines of Earth. Dubai is a mess, energetically speaking. The locals are not able to contain their sector. They need assistance immediately. Please send them an intense violet flame. If you notice anything come to the surface, feel free to handle it with sword and shield. There is a dark mist that almost looks like sand that is the pure form of the most malevolent shapeshifters in existence. They live near the asteroid belt. Make sure they do not return to Earth. Use sword and shield and portal them back to infinitely expanding creator source. Several draconian motherships are attacking galactic forces of the Earth. Luckily, they are very susceptible to our attacks. Many different modalities work, but with ships that size, it is best to go in the engine room and tear it up. We have a betrayer of divinity directly related to the traitor king. He is wearing the same garb and located on the same throne in Israel. Handle him with sword and shield. Remove his essence from planet Earth. Let's take Save the Children movement one step further. We will bless the voices speaking on behalf of the children with golden light, and their words will echo throughout time. Their intentions will move mountains. Then we will handle all those who oppose this motion with violet flame and metaphysical sword and shield. It seems as if we have picked up many new personalities from the 3D Lionsgate, and thus we are moving on to another timeline. We will be going to an even higher calendar, and it is incredible to see how much we can handle as a coordinated effort. The new portal codes are 1123 through 3211. The easiest ways to implement this is the circle spiral method or the bullseye and circular layers. Each will have this code attached. There are other countless ways to do this, so please feel free. Open the golden portals. For those who know what that is, do it immediately. In closing, engulf the earth in the following flames for a 72 count. Pink, white, gold, red, yellow, green. The following lights for a 72 count. Violet, pink, red, indigo, platinum, gold, rainbow, and then finish with rainbow plasma for a 72 count. From the archangelicalendar.com and from Shamtrul Rinpoche, Tibetan Buddhist master. Consider the fact that no matter how many planets and stars are reflected in a lake, these reflections are encompassed within the water itself. and that no matter how many universes there are, they are encompassed within a single space, and that no matter how vast and how numerous the sensory appearances of samsara and nirvana may be, they are encompassed within the single nature of mind. Dujom Lingpa, great yogi and master of Dzogchen, who lived from 1835 to 1904. Today from the Zolkin Times. Kin 136, Yellow Rhythmic Warrior. Rhythmic is the name for the number 6, and its key words are balance, organize, and equality. The 6th day of a wave spell is about taking care of practical things. These grounding practices help us to rebalance. It's now healthy to be away with the fairies all the time. You have a body and life to take care of, and today is a great day to do just that. Today is Yellow Warrior, which represents intelligence, questioning, and fearlessness. Warrior invites us on a quest today, and as it is a rhythmic day, this quest is about getting things done. This number combines well with Warrior, as both are very practical. Get into your rhythm today. Organize a quest or make it your mission to be more organized. Be brave about and tackle things you've been afraid of. Warrior lends us courage today. The guide today is also Yellow Warrior, and so we have a double helping of this fearless energy. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow Rhythmic Warrior. Kin 136, 12 August 2020. Fearlessly defending equality. 12/8/2020 equal 12/8/22 equal 384 equal 312 equal 33 equal 6. 12 acquiring knowledge and strength. 3 Holy Spirit, joy, creativity. 8 infinity, abundance, eternity, source flow. 4 form, structure, foundation, earth. 6 heaven, Christ, family, harmony. Kin 136 equal 10 manifestation day. A day for seeking divine truth. The final surrender. A momentous day for the Rainbow Warriors to release and surrender their battle over darkness and light. Whatever your lifelong battle challenge has been, today is the day to surrender it to the divine. This very day is very significant, especially for any planetary kin that have the Yellow Warrior anywhere in their galactic signature, particularly in the conscious self or challenge gift position. Day 6 in the Blue Monkey wave spell of magic, joy, bliss, play, merriment, and a return to innocence. Today we are organizing our physical reality for more balance by surrendering the fight in order to play. We are organizing the available resources to play with magic and allow for more bliss, joy, and abundance to manifest in our lives and our beautiful new world. Tone of creation, rhythmic tone 6 in the physical realm. Action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today is a great day to find balance in your physical reality, body, by clearing and releasing any energetic blocks that have kept you bound in a continuous battle for survival, surrendering and organizing for greater alignment to divine abundance and joy. Today we are organizing our physical reality for greater balance and more equality, a fantastic day for decluttering your house space, organizing your office, attending to your schedule, activating your wealth career areas with feng shui, creating a vision board, journaling, planning or reflecting on your goals and dreams. It is time to take action, your dreams, bringing them forth into your physical reality. Double Warrior Day. The global spotlight will be on Melbourne, Australia today, who will arise in the battle for freedom and liberty to question the oppressive dictators in order to bring our people back to a state of harmony and balance, where all citizens are honored and respected as equals. These are very potent codes for revolution and people power, so let us pray that David will arise victorious against the Goliath of these self-proclaimed Gestapo dictators. Where we go one, we go all, together we stand united. Please send prayers and blessings and visualize Australia as the beautiful, lucky, happy country that we once were. So precious hearts, a very powerful day to fearlessly face and surrender what needs addressing and rebalancing in your physical world in order to manifest greater abundance, joy, and happiness. Today's question is, what battle do I need to surrender in order to organize my physical reality for greater balance and fearless abundance? Divine blessings for the manifestation of greater balance, bliss, and joy in all aspects of your physical reality. In Lakek a la Kin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 136. Yellow, Rhythmic Warrior. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to question. Balancing fearlessness, I seal the output of intelligence. With the rhythmic tone of equality, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. So fearless warriors of the light, rising up, let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below, the little bell to get notifications, and also we have, as always, a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And I'd like to also thank everyone for their support on Patreon. If you'd like to make a pledge and support our mission with Prime Disclosure and our work here on YouTube, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. And for one day, for every pledge that comes in, I will take out another archon. Tomorrow, I'll receive 500 pledges. Then tomorrow night, I will have a very, very busy night. But that's all right. I'm up for the challenge. So bring it on. Bring it on. Grandmother Medicine Bear coming in. Aho, Divine Sister of the Light. I love you, Mama Bear. More than you know. So that as today, we have many stories, but I'm going to only have time. 11:11. The portal to the Condor. The eagle must fly through. So we have several missions and we have a couple stories today before I bid you all adieu. There's many things that I'd like to tell you today, but time is of the essence. So today, on this most powerful day, as I went to the sacred river, each time I step into her sacred flow, it is like a great baptism, where the Holy Spirit is always with us. It's always within and always around, the sacred spirit, the great spirit. And with each step, we seek peace. In every step, it is the awareness of our feet, the sacred souls of our body, connected to Pisces, to fish. The souls as they touch gently upon the body of Pachamama, with our full awareness, we seek and find peace within, peace and balance and harmony for all humanity. And today, as I connected to my elven Venusian queen, Gaia brought to me a most beautiful monarch that circled and circled around me and over my crown with the orange and black flame, the winged nation, the great beauty of the sacral and the sacred connecting, opening up the solar into the heart, through the throat and into the third eye and crown, expanding into the infinite white still light, magnetically resting in the center of all things. Everything rotates around that center, and the paradox is that that center is everywhere. That is a concept that is difficult for most human minds to comprehend, but if you let go into that concept and put your awareness in that still center, it makes perfect sense, because it is beyond sensory perception into the divine. That is the power of the silence, the power of the stillness that is within every human, the kingdom of heaven within. That is the crystal palace at the center, where my elven star families reside in the crystal palaces, the crystal temples, the crystalline structures of the 12D Venusian blue ray Lyran kingdom, So part of our mission with the eagle and the condor, so we know the condor, the divine feminine, the Magdalene of the pink rose, is soaring high, flying high above the Andes mountains, the sacred Andes, that spans the whole continent of South America, like the head of the sacred elephant Ganesh, the ear from the most highest point around the ear and down through the trunk. We trace these sacred mountains from Venezuela at the top, through Colombia, and through our sacred portal in Ecuador, down through Peru, the sacred lands of the Incan Empire, and through Machu Picchu, and down through Bolivia, Argentina, and our sacred lands of Chile, all the way down to the trunk, as she sings her beautiful song. So part of our mission, surround the eagle and the condor. The eagle is still developing his wings, the silvery, white, gold wings of the divine masculine of the north, the eagle, as he prepares to take flight. Surround the eagle and the condor, the most powerful violet flames, violet ray, and the gold flames, the rainbow plasma waves, and the white source light into the clear light of bliss. This prophecy is for all of humanity to be activated in their greatest passion, their greatest process of death, resurrection, and ascension. We go through this every day now, from the passion of our love for Source Creator, Great Spirit, God, the Buddha, Tao, whatever name you want to give to Original Mind, we call Great Mystery, as we transition through the great passion of the love that is within into the death of that which no longer serves, the death of the false. Only fear dies. Love and life is eternal. So through this death of the fears and the lies and the separation, we resurrect from the ashes of this old, worn-out system. We resurrect in our power, the resurrection of the divinity that is within every mind, every soul, every spirit. The Christos consciousness is love consciousness. It is the pure awareness of our true innocence and true divinity, and through the activation of the resurrection codes, we ascend to the highest peak, to the holiest mountain, to the heavenly realms, the celestials, of the land of the immortals, the pure land. This is activated in our consciousness. We call the rainbow bridge activating, lighting up the full electromagnetic spectrum that activates us on the deepest levels and in our purest states of mind with great clarity and great perception. And then today, as I went on a journey, one last story here about a connection with a divine bro star of the light. Everyone we meet and connect with, there's opportunity for great connection and interaction and upliftment of the soul of humanity. And today, as I prepared mentally to go into one of the hell zones we call the BMV, which I had to do to get license plates for my stallion, the Ram. As I prepared for this journey into the bowels of hell, which is pretty much any government-owned organization or development, or, I feel everything on the deepest levels. And of course, going in there, I was under attack. So today, for the last week, with these intense energies, which is synchronistic with the archangelic calendar, where they talked about the bracelet on the left arm. I've been wearing actually a necklace on my left forearm every day with a sacred relic from one of our Tibetan Buddhist guru masters of the East with great power and protection. I almost have to wear it all day. So I had that on, and one of my most sacred malas with the gold fringe and the wheel of Dharma, the wheel of truth, and the black seeds of the Bodhi tree that the Buddha sat under enlightenment. So as I'm standing outside, waiting to go into the cesspool, with our heart and our love and our awareness, we convert everything to sacred space and holy ground. But still, there's some challenges that we have to navigate through. So as I stood outside, a gentleman was sitting on a curb, and as I was walking out, he yelled to me, "What is that you are wearing around your neck?" So I walk up to him and I said, "Oh, this is what we call mala." He said, "Is that religious?" I said, "You could call it that. You know, the Hindus, Buddhists, Taoists use these for mantras, which is like a prayer. But I would say it's more spiritual, and nothing wrong with religion. I love all religions. When you understand them all, you realize they're all pointing to the same moon, the same source." So he says, "Yes, as long as you love God and, live from your heart." And I said, "Absolutely. I've synchronized with all religions, religiate, to relink with source, God, creator." And I said, "I preach the same thing, every teacher or prophet, to love everyone freely, no matter what color, nationality, religion." And he said, "Absolutely." And I could tell by his accent. I couldn't see him because he had a mask on. But I could tell by the accent and tell that he wasn't born here. So I said, "Brother, what's your name?" And he said, "John." And of course, I shake his hand and look him in the eye, transmit my pure awareness to give him an activation from my heart center, from Buddha consciousness, which is one with all beings, all sentient beings in all realms, all timelines. So I could see he got the activation. I said, "Brother John, where are you from?" And he said, "Turkey." And I already knew that potentially that he was Muslim, which I have many Muslim friends, but I never assume anything. You can't always tell a book by its cover, but with intuition and our psychic abilities, we tap into these. So he said, "Yes, I'm Muslim and raised Muslim." I said, "Yes, I know Allah very well." And they said, "Yes, brother." And I said, "I preach the same thing Muhammad did." And here's the thing, brothers and sisters. Most religions have been twisted and corrupted and infiltrated by psychopaths. And it's not the religion's fault. The intent and the purpose was to assist humanity through the awakening and the ascension. So I tell people, worship whatever you want to worship. Practice any art, any religion that resonates with you if it brings you love. So John goes on to tell me a story about his children and his life in Turkey and in Russia and problems he had. And we connected on many levels. I don't see anyone as a stranger. I see every human being. If I haven't met you yet, you're a friend that I haven't met yet. There are no strangers. Now, obviously, I may not get along with everyone. If someone's a psychopath or nefarious or a mean person, I give everyone a chance. But that's where we build healthy boundaries and relationships. I know I can't change everyone. That's not my mission. My mission is to transmit as much love and light and connections and blessings to as many humans as I can transmit to. And that's what I do my best every day on this channel, to transmit to all of you. Because everyone that comes to this channel, to this place, is very special, brilliant beings of light. And I'm not just saying that to butter you up. I transmit certain code and energies into this realm to be picked up by the most brilliant minds. And now I am buttering you up a little bit. Just kidding. I don't deceive or lie. I speak from my heart, directly, deeply, and passionately, as much as I can. I have to hold back a little so I don't offend too many people, because then Heoka comes in. Aho! But that's okay too. I'm not here to impress or please everyone, just those that are meant for this great mission of this great awakening, this great ascension, the quantum leap of consciousness into the infinite. And as a simple shepherd, guide, and teacher over the years, I teach everyone that comes into my dojo or my presence that I'm just a simple guide, a simple mirror to yourself. And where do I guide you to? To the kingdom of heaven within. And that is the love and the peace and the joy that is within your sacred vessel, your consciousness and your mind, your heart, your soul, and your spirit. all come together in the sacred point, that 0 point energy of infinite light and infinite life. The thing is, though, no matter how good of a shepherd or a guide or teacher, we can lead the being to the water but cannot force it to drink. So that is in their own time and in their own process, their own path. So we do our best to be the guides, the way showers, the reflectors, reflecting pure awareness and true consciousness to each soul we come in contact with, and transmit our highest light and love and codes to every sentient being of pure consciousness. And don't let any psychopath or nefarious being, I don't care if they're reptilian or archon or draconian or just a psycho, mentally disturbed, that would hurt any child or living being. We do not let them get in our way. We don't let them stop us from speaking our truth from our heart, through our voice, through our throat chakra, fully open now and fully activated. And we come from a point of non-judgment. That's why people will tell me everything. The stranger that is now a friend told me his life story, because he looked into my eyes and saw the pure awareness that is every living being. All beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas, but that pure awareness gets converted to the three hells of the matrix, the false matrix. The matrix itself is neutral, but it got taken over by a virus we call ignorance, which is being cleansed right now and transformed, transmuted, and transcended. Those three hells, the angry demon, the frightened animal, and the hungry ghost, bring the frequency down. That's why these dark ones, we call the nefarious ones, because dark's not even bad. We need dark to sleep. The dragon loves his dark cave to rest and to practice and to be still like the universe. So in this journey back to self, the self-ascension and self-mastery, we realize our true nature, which is the Buddha mind, or God consciousness. And this vessel we inhabit is a manifestation from that pure consciousness to experience everything that life and consciousness has to offer. It is a symphony. It's like our great bro star of the light, Nikola Tesla, said, everything is frequency and resonance. Everything is sound. The whole universe is a great symphony if we just sit and listen, become still. Like the mountain, we transform into dragon and swallow the whole universe, and we see the pure beauty. You know, we are totally in 5D now. It's just the old 3D patterns. It's a wave interference pattern that's projected over the 5D to keep consciousness in these lower frequencies of fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, anger. And that's their only weapons they have left. The nefarious ones, the psychopaths, the ignorant, and the idiotic nature of the false ones. But yes, we forgive them, for they know not what they do, but we must end this false game, this false projection here now, through our highest love, and through raising our individual frequency to affect the collective, because star blossoms, we are the 144,000, you know this by now. Unless if this is the first time coming to this channel. Which in that case, welcome, Divine One, Sacred Angel of Earth. Earth Angels, you heard the call of Gaia and all those that are suffering in this realm to come here to finish this up once and for all, so that we can manifest heaven on earth. We call eternal bliss consciousness for all sentient beings of the pure light, the pure bliss. So keep rising up. Our hearts overflow with the great passion, the great joy, the ecstasy, the bliss of a fully open heart, fully open soul, totally exposed and totally vulnerable, which is not a weakness, it is a great power to feel into that energy and let go into it. Release and let go, release, let go, release, let go. And we smile, 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 ground, ground, ground through the process. So we anchor deep into the crystalline core of Pachamama. Through the soles of our feet and through our crown, we rise to the highest peaks of sacred bliss into the heavens, the holiest of holy, the highest peak. There is no plateau to bliss and joy and love. It is infinite. So keep shooting higher, keep rising higher, and never stop expanding, because you are one with infinitely expanding Creator Source. And that is the greatest mantra, the greatest prayer, to realize and to know your oneness with Creator and all things in all realms, all dimensions, all timelines, here now, in this body, where I always am. So have a beautiful and blessed day. Every day is a day of prophecy here in 5D and beyond. I'm resonating up beyond 12D in this moment, but I'm still seeing the overlay of 3D, which is trying to hold on for dear life. So it's doing everything in its power to keep you in those lower frequencies. I tell people every day, the matrix, the false matrix, is tricky and it's sticky. It tricks you into thinking you're less than or greater than or separate from divinity, from the sacred. And once it tricks you, it sticks you by repeating patterns of the mind, of suffering and separation and duality. It is like a great spider web. It's all around you. The thing is, though, we created the web of life, and then we tricked ourselves into thinking or forgetting our true nature. And it is in the great remembering, the relinking, the religion of the great ray, of the lion, the king of kings, the queen of queens, that are fully crowned now in the highest love, the highest light of true, divine Creator Source. So thank you for sharing this great time with me, beloved beings of light. I appreciate you all, and I love you all. Namaste.